don't know what must we do, but we are, if you will correctly, but what I want to say is we came here for a business session, right? What I want to say to everyone is life lessons reach all of us, but they all teach us different things. And as such, we all engage in different businesses and we experience different challenges and we overcome them differently. But what we're sitting here today for is just to enlighten each other, you know, to share ideas, to say we know we are in business, we know we anticipate to be in business. But as when you come across these challenges, do you give up? Do you say it is done? And we say no, it is not the end of the road. And that is why we are sitting here today. We're sitting to say, in the business that you are in with those challenges, what is it that you can do to keep it going and never look back again? And that becomes our topic. And that does not close to our speaker to touch in anything business related, because we might be sitting here differently, having different ideas, different thoughts, different questions. And as much as he's busy unpacking the issues of business, let us be open-minded, let's have questions. And on the question and answer session, let us fire those questions. And as I'm saying that, our speaker for today, it is none than our very own, the given one to us. It is not me, but it's the Bible that says so. To some, apostles, to some, teachers. So to us today, we are given our own father, the Archbishop S.E. Mashabela, who is a businessman in his own caliber, who has known and faced challenges, and who have known how to achieve, and who is still pursuing much of the business world. So by so saying, I would like us to stand on our feet as we welcome our father of the house by clapping hands. Before he starts, I would like to say I'm going to round papers around you. As he's speaking, don't wait until he finishes. Write down your question, right, on that paper. And therefore, so that when we start question and answer, we'll at least have consolidated everything that you want to ask. Thank you. Over to you, Bishop.
I greet you all in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
I was talking with Mkharo, and I was asking him, we should dwell on business ideas and business opportunities, even if today's topic is fine. Today's topic says how to keep my business afloat despite the challenges it is facing. My business is facing challenges. How can I keep it afloat? How can I keep it going? That is today's topic. It's a nice topic. But I was telling the court, I asked him, I say, can I go a little bit offline for a while? Well, I asked him that day, Pastor Mkharo, he came earlier today by 1 o'clock. He wasn't aware that we are starting by 2, but he said that maybe he slipped his mind. I talked with him, now he is coming. I'm going to hand over to him so that he may guide me. I have prepared notes on how to keep my business afloat. I prepared notes, I can tell you, I have notes. But there is something that pains me in my heart. Mama was there, Promise was there, who else was there in class? This week in class, one of the students who is he has done architectural work at profession at they were calling it TNT What again? TUT. Yeah. Swane University of yeah. Before Eveling. Yeah. What do you really Merogawa architecture and Akuan Supuapu? What really some of the hotels still long Wanakamutu? Maragasa America Merogo so much. Or Nakwa Gregin Yarena, Azinel or in the church where he belongs. Or Angema Collega, Chiliticum Corner Collega. Parabanyaka the aircon, Jack Reke, come with no fetai. Pano, Hulela, aircon, Tilnaga, Gajabuka. Or because we empowered the business people, we empowered people in the church. Omotano Gitadira, Alo one. Omwa Keva Gamonte Aloa, or Krevaka, Meveraka Mukreke. Or the reason is Maputewaka Mukreke, by empowering legal business, by empowering. Abasa Nelarna, which is feel about to Pampishan or Giviles Tempe in a logo Gumkava Mamo Patemba Popella Central Coach. That one we don't want. So in his church, that would name me very good, no matter what kind of a project in the church. Each one is competing as to what they can do. Remember, I was telling you one day I was in Nigeria. One of the ladies in Nigeria, a member of this church, we are Germany. One military agro promoter, business area, utomile the so-called again. Laribonabo Regingela Brown Onion and Laribona Janajiwaga. Utomile label registered. Never countries like Germany. So meaning that in the very church, in that same church, only the business people. It's in business teacher nine over Mopabiri. What business are not in over Mopabiri? Adi fail, Adi the rest of fail. Annually, if I may ask, how many of you are having businesses here? I may find more than 10 of you having businesses. Now, if I may go further, how many businesses are productive? How many businesses are really alive and putting bread on the table of your children? I may find 2. Okay. When we look behind us, there is Sasol fuel station. Lewa. Munga Sasol fuel station. No ne Sasol jega ya newa. Eh? There are more than 4. More than 4. To me the guy what? Baba 7. How many people did he employ? Is he highly educated? Right. One day get the job is in this year. We get the job is in about the bench. You can regular computing maker. So, as I was talking with him, I learned our only business as security. Or higher business as security. I learned our only business how provide the dinner. I learned our only business how to Radisanda. Now, as we were talking, I learned our only printing shop. Whatever printer. So I learned he is even having far more than what I was thinking he was having. So in my heart business. You're right. Okay. Mama Dudu is having a business. You want a guest house. Mogoshunali business na tema vanna. Yeah, the rental houses. ya Jeremiah ke bitsa re ke ya Jeremiah ke pela le ngwaleng ke nya go lefa verse 1 fela le baleng Jeremiah 32 ke be ke sa e bala modimo ra Jeremiah go and buy a land and the land deal uskano acquire Jeremiah 32 uskano acquire land deal ga tsile senyona we acquire ka tsa gore e be le di title deed ja yona ga botse go and buy a land. Now next time village ka rena mo kirmara go rena a friend of mama, in fact msadi ga go fela e tla mo re mija mamngana o tomile school, is a mathematics teacher o tomile school tsere ba ke what excellence kolo sela go stoma Mpumalanga. I was pastoring this man. He was a chief elder in the church where I was pastoring. Utomile school is mine. He's a mathematics teacher. Only the social worker who feature Marabuja's line teaching. At Thomas School, he's a mathematics teacher. Kolo Selas is Frida. CPT Bolo Jampumala Kamu. Every year they say number 1. I actually didn't win Chiku. Mara, you come to Bupilong Bible Church, you look. Do we have teachers? Nowadays they call them educators. Allow me to use the olden word. Do we have teachers? Yes. Can't anything be done? And where now standard bank no debts formed against me shall prosper. No debts formed against me shall prosper. And can't we just have I'm sorry. Kore ke bona le project re rena go aga Sunday school mona. Kore ke be ke stope batho ba o monga ba ke gore no nna ke tla idia ka mo no ka di eng ke mo ka re ba go pela okay dia phatwa mama kore sa re bale. Why don't we have businesses for Navish? Is it lack of knowledge or is it the devil? Satano go sore ku so. Ke lack of knowledge. Proverbs 10 verse 4. Proverbs 10 verse 4. Is it the devil man? Where is the business pillar? Could something like a Miriam Gum? Kids very business catering. Who registered the government below compliant. And then ban meet a camel come. I wonder occasion they go over on a speed. Moma don't show in Nejeka. How you go? Kids were business photography again. Government, the ANC line again. Credit level as free to go. He said, government talks of American Baru employed. You go employed to Lunga. You were supposed to be an employer. Who will my teacher or who shall? You go to see better airport. How do you fellow better or better computer mona who shall? If you don't know what just is the more, you will show Mamma who got Mamma. What I want to promise come on a business that is security, it in the whole of this province. What I expect my security come contract them expect as a provincial is where you give promise. Promise. Ekirikia polosho security give promise. Ekirikia tikolo akituru solo kolojeka. Anna hawa nari na ile bojari koto malagre it's nice rulelega how to keep the business afloat mara ogare bana ba basanya go empower you kala gore na what are business ideas because na ke mo province in 1997 ke jwa Mpumalanga go pastor ke sene le any certificate sa business. I remember monno monga le jamlodi o mongwe bohloko sterek ke tsamaile ke re ko nya ka mmera go ka mo tropo monno la na le ke na le diploma ya theology monno la re yolo tlogana ya bolela ka tseleng we bohloko stere a re yolo chi a fetša gape monna jwa tseba ra o hile gore monna lang discourage and this and that thing and tlatša pelo stere gore yang kwatiša mara kwata ga gona go ntšwela mogolo ke rile go kwata ka botša modimo ka re ke kgopela go nthuše ke sekolong ko koleka di-certificate tša gore ke kgopela ke bolela mantšu ka ra ke tšea gabotse ka tlhogong ka re ke kgopela nthuše ke boele sekolong ko koleka di-certificate tša gore lefase le letle le nnyake nkere mo ke noše ke ne modimo aka ande mengwaga ile ka re ke kgopela gore ke be le di-certificate tša lefase le letle le nnyake some years back mosadi mo rile a etla go nna a re ke kgopela gore o ntirele OHS company tša gore kae ke tla go fa 100,000 for a day pelo ya ka ya re ka kwa ke thaba gore le yona bo OHS jo ke be ke sa botsebe mara ke tsere ke motho wa go sephološo gore e le ke go iše sekolong a nkisa sekolong ka koleka certificate tše dintšhi kudu in the line of business so ga le ga nka be ke se mogala le ke le mogala je so e nka tsamaya ka re ko nyaka mmereko nka se o nyake kgwedi I won't take a month go ino ba kgopolo ka e be sa nyake go ba employed a ke nyake go ba employed naturally now mbalele be seo ke ya swabanyana so ke ya swabanyana ke bona ka re how many of us are having businesses? I'm not angry with anyone. How many of us have registered businesses? Let me see. One. Let me see. I want to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. At least 11 on everyone. How many of you are having businesses they haven't registered yet? But it's a business, it puts bread sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't put bread, but the business is there. Can I see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, business idea is there. Now, hey man, Mashabela ke nyako thoma business man. Ke kgopela go tla mo go wena what you want to choose. Let me like our lokile tla plus ke tšwa workshop on how to start businesses. Then I check about wala le test ka wala di test je di nchipu. Ka pasa ke ne di difficult je malanyana in line of a business. Let me ndo go mbisha go shoko mothola gore go nna rona. Na re go tso motho tla tla le I thought motho ga etla go na le a business idea ka mo hlo gore tlo yo tlolla re location ya ne so. Namle a fetša molona mara o re go tla kere o re go nna mara ke gopela go direle business plan. But okay man, a re bolele put the idea down. Ngwala business plan is not a problem to me. Ke go ngwala a bankable business plan. Just put it down here, put the idea here. Oh no, as ka tšhuke ba idea o bona nka dira business ya eng le yango o ra nna gore bona ba nka dira business ya eng ka pelo nkere banna monna le go no ba le business idea gore ke tlo business a ka eng ga anayo ga ne mind gore go business a ka eng ke mo ka sontse e fiwa ke somebody gape ka ba go fa business e itseng ba go fa idea itseng e tla te idea tšhelete ka Afrikaans ba re is nie matlet a se gantši why is need business nke le ba le verse o re fetšeng ka speak e re Proverbs 10 verse 4 o mongare ba lelela le yona re bala ya o ne le ngwa ke nyako e bale ka tlantira re ke preach e re a good man leaves inheritance for his children's children. Yeah, in every business meeting, a good person. Children's children. There's nothing new with Kuala. How to get a fuel station, how to get a company, security, how to get a shop, who to get assisting, who are new, we are very. The only thing that I want to iron road. Those no to and then the business is that is not good. That is not from God. Because that verse, I say I can make a lie. You can't read more Proverbs 9:13. A good person who like inheritance for his children's children. As one but in the meantime, successfully Proverbs.
Proverbs 10, verse number 4. Lazy people are soon poor. Hard workers get rich.
Lazy people are soon poor. Poor abojo Satan. Na vese gile ke bana. Ka botsa batho ka re mara ga botse vese e shusha ka re ba batho ba le poor ga ere ke Satan. E re go poverty yo go tswa kae? Ora ga Mkharo be tja do tsoga ka 10. From there, what about 11? What of you don't have miracle for your business? Or which among guy? Put over another rata or Valana, look at the age. If it's a service, it's Mkharo. We don't have their business or a. But one look of Guru, no. What hey? Get a hey? What a hey? Can I put on a Tisha? Tisha was up at the business area. You got one pawn. They get shut up away. Who was a pattern? Who was direction of its answer? Table champ. You are no Tisha when I'm actually doing what about there? Who have a Bolodishi? Marapula will look at Amatai. Your name, yeah. I'm saying, I pay a business when you go Ufu Luka. Put the one that they end at their court over us. Chilling the business, a usual key, chilling you shall look at. So that's an area. Who about is freedom.
Lazy people are soon poor. Hard workers get rich.
So to get rich as a 7 can get that rich canceling. As we get it.
Proverbs 13, verse 20.
Chapter 13. Then I'm getting a way while I'm going. Proverbs 13. As hearing.
Proverbs 13, verse 22 NIV.
13, verse 22. Hearing.
A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, but a sinner's wealth is stored up for the righteous. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, but a sinner's wealth.
The only thing get that house only. Business. Okay, why impersonate business? And I should have a record piece of land there. I put the fajai, put the fajai, put the fajai. Waba green, waba limit your one and a new. Come to come my yellow every month. Every month. I think in Garashanga every week. Who get about to book up much of Bugela September. How would any weekend delay one mascole? You was at the number to come on about that. Saka no ba no sheja no khatha lona. Kam ka nna ya mero para sa di nepe mero. Re sa di nepe mero. Why was I in the pen assistant? I regular flag somewhere here. In the what's I am market. In that way, school of science, why one of them do the business? What will you leave for your children when you die? The only house you will patellaging for more than 20 years. O patela that house. Ibile ndrela batho ke o thusa ke lehula gago insurance ya shale e feleletse. Ke bone ntongwe go hlokunyana so. Ya re bana ba modimo ba bereka go fihlela a se saba le matla a go ya tšhelete ya bereketseng. Ha se no re ke tšea retirement. A re go khutša ene batho ba le ba GEP what? Ba ne go tšea nako e telele ba process e dilo ke. Ba bangwe go tšedi go bohloko sterek ba sa di process a go. And I've seen it more than once. The Bob Kuku. Kuru very little down, Louis, Sua easy. Lugo Malama, Banaba, Galishal, guy, I won't want to pay. That's why I make some John Grime and retire and then I go process education and then I go home. Jama. I'm in business. I'm not beautiful gardens for weddings. And even when you're going to church, they okay. Emotion will let you go. You know, Yaga Jeremiah chapter 32. Kula lo ibala kagai. Udi mwana Jeremiah or reka a land. Most of us are reka landing. How would I reka land to aga the room very so way to clear so way to my one inside the eh. The chocolate paper, Maragala film to do with Misadula. I say, I school. Unor Valinton. Our wonder spaces is one agamumbra. And the room. Of America or Nova or Navatagranaga or Banaga or Renta. Who do you have to do Sagunabat? Even though who me, I say, I school. Yangoma. Kuruka somehow was that. Why one of them Morrisona? Correct. Yadi room, yapa. A beautiful garden, yapa. Okay, changing to the business studio, Exa, Kibika very hard on one dimore, or now. You make it a rare teacher, and I'm Salaka. I happened to mention what is considered for. Yamananzak. I happened to mention the Sinswagi. Erika just a Sinswagi Raki Matar Ujoro to Million. Gapojawa Toma was not easy. Ugialam Topagari Bugudi, the oven eating of fish edge. As a flag, a packet. Oh, Mama, Capella Paget, oh, if I'm told that you are come as a Sahono, the Rally Packet, Villa, Ahiravato. If I knew that we should, but Motuhono no drive at Puremoya and Zagiro. Example one of the German. On Automagadi, on Automagi, one of the more ever. Have you got one ball? Can he? Or beg to me, Gugu never chill in Yaga, whom we're getting. And then, or let me get like a note, and I think we move a Tama Blela, Bampola, Hatleware, a Hansata look out to Galaudian and do it. Or about Lela Gam home and I mean, like to read. Or Marazaki, whom Chijima full of talk. Or more than I get a holy mind. Just imagine really a regasso. How more now will let my tongue over Carabona Lily who. The states value the whole of which I'm Sadiam Zwa. How does I feel? Could it run us as ZCC Barba Pahamisha? What a about Romo or non Elu. There has a CPD. Here's what Romo welcome get. There has a CPD. When I get a whole water. The Google, there has a freedom. Afternoon session, silly it lazy. Kisses if free lemama. Could be business account. How does that work? I'm open the head. How come I didn't Sunday school? Okay, what are other businesses? Business ideas, what are others? Yela, laundry. Yela next at the and I'm sorry I look at the Pishaman and Abolo. Yela invest so much with Tapijamu Gabo Sasa. HIV, Java. And the number is more than convincing. 2 weeks back, as I put in map, Motozuko one beach, I can try to Shalata. Give you one beach again, net bank, get if it's a war on recruiter or to business. Kimona travel and for Fania, Aya Brazil. Kimon. After Brazil, Kavaka Mona, Brazilian jail at video. But over the limit, China, or Nakamga would be a good job, but you want the internet. How one beach or him? None of that to Holumina. I'm going to support it, and if you don't see the gum, Bow Falia start. Bow Falia start to another one pay. What he could tell with Jibaka, Babu Namilage of Shagai, what Shagai, Babu Chelan guy, Babu Chelan guy. Kano Muchagala, hey, Pisika, my study slim regular Bible school. My hands are full. Armaramashaman, your hands in Fukujevido wood. And I want the war at Wagalawatika Sipelaga because Kali 11. I said 11. Kali 7. Jumadi is 7. Jacobiabu 11. 2023. Jumadi Lemosel for Niniaga. Mashabela, no more enter into. Who will the free? Yeah, free should be house. The phone is taking us with your master to the Lord Gala and also. What to show us I'm born. Kati purchase is free that day. Kargadi 7, Jacobiabu 11, 2023. Mashabela will just pet us out. No more enter into any investors much, get so much. You must work with your own hands and create your own wealth with your own hands and sweat. It is spent us all last year. So from Exchanges Frida, I might be right to say more than 8 people with businesses similar to those that killed us. They came to me. Parmana, you are very connected, which is true. Yes, I'm connected. You are connected. If you can study this in a short space of time, go watch and business so with a painful heart, I want to say, please, history as we are talking. Last month, ArchBishop, do you know I'm still paying for the people I owe the business? And how? And yeah, I'm telling you because you're a bishop, I'm telling you, business. So I have never seen. It's not just personal as freedom. We create a business check out the remote non-convinced. And I think somebody internet in Galileo can't net in the Hamisto. I did share a little more. Maramoto or Chavawan. You know, hey, my hands are full of my nation. I know young which are not and can go with Rahaberi. Hey, Okulano more than about demand, Eric and with Rahaberi. I was not telling. Complaining guys and I got 3,000, 4,000. Guys and I got 4,000. I'm a fellow Zazan. Kinoro than a look at the same thing. Every look at in Governor, it's a what's a one of glue, but like funeral tons and things. Could have been a local in a woman near Hannah or age. Ah, no, they have killed us again, they disappeared. So I'm asking you, Why don't we very name whole ordinary chabe? Okay. What are other business ideas? Can no to pull up Salanyana, Naguri Zimbabwe, where really people change their feature. Bundeland that don't carry Kurutaka. Barajay Lo Shaiwa this week. I see one of whom check out. Motola one Bobola home, body woo, body cutter, bus supplier, the whole Zimbabwe and the world. Now, Mahagamatuela look, by Naga all over Abato. Business. What are other business ideas? Laundry. Call, I collect, and I bring. Wafuna, Akajan laundry, Akazwa, Agotisha, Wapate. Umwe Kitababa. Remember Nabagao, Salva Banyan, Ukai Creche. Wabachia Shalawana, Wapatela, Wabashakomela, safe, and so. There are many there are many businesses. So if I register any business, let's work business sell nothing about dealer no register. No register at second papa. Who want to ship one business again no register ever. But register any business sell not your deal again. Cecilia, I will deal again, or to play. To play before okay, it's fine. So go to the last business manage. Yeah, we register your deal again. Yeah, okay. Business, please share with us. Mama, you were having a nice business, a very picture.
But basically, the Mkharo Romalabat by no Bajomarai, Marabat, Tula, Metis, Ponkabakalamishu. So I have no trainer, the Josona club in the society. So Rebanalema, Kubanalo, Hayarabat, to buy the more about Honawapia, even at the Porto Jamau. So very Yarna catering daily to that extent, if Banyaka let that services, we can also offer that services.
Not so much what pay.
Sure. I can normally we know catering. Yeah, so spanning modito from Japan. But we offer a little
and what Manyaka the Jejo Jaffa so what pay a job. Again, shall let us speak in a moment. The small body, another rickshaw. Hey, I have let any There's 3,000 class, and then not everyone here knows. Again, whenever I was at Silver again, before sum up. Happy good way, no
when I never come classing about home, Rara over Taliban, Bagras Pecapilla. So, Rejava Navawe, Levi no, but said you have another Yamirukum, Abaconori, Eva Viava Manavana, River Tushaka, working by feature strictly Rebecca would mates, Mara Tushaka, all the subjects, Mara, Kudu, village names.
And then it's another
Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Gabagala, Chachila Labra, Chakara, Takriki, Mara Tusha. Monday from 3 to 5, 2 hours every day, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
And then the Mashabela
BBC.
So tell people about this offer. laundry o thomile go no ena sa in the mind o bake di cake mara le ka re di cake di tsamaya di scones le di eng le eng di a dire o thomile go ba le a mo o mo ke ma bake di kuku a ke bone ka tso Mamko wale se flori and then se maputika. Let it be serious. Ila tapa wer going nereni. Okay. Level. Just promise. To share like business ya mighty security, mighty what. MLA. She started the business. And I'm not know why my little government come over one a supply security personnel. Say something.
Elevated mighty security like a personal guarding. We provide a personal but that will come and guard your place for government, corporate and schools. But now as usually Toma marketing onto private companies and corporate companies, we're still looking at tenders.
Thank you. Mama Mashia, you started anything? Not yet. Labo? Osara Pelamanis. Ngalagat. Mama was Ragamor says, Tapo, hey, you should think legend.
Business to closure hira batho batho ba senya go tshila fala o tlela le bitla o tisha batho ba isitse
ena ba para uniform
ke kwa tefukwa aka ithoba
agree is not everywhere go batho ba ya go gore ba tlile ka se tshela bana batho ba tshela mang to closure business ba be le uniform tsatsa le nna le eme kwa le ba le pela di fela Apa kaya ho? What else, Mama Buddha? What do you have in the mind as a business? Is that a bad? Michelle G, what do you have in mind as a business?
I guess that was something but
When you put your rental one what do you have in mind?
I used to produce OI before it was sometimes 120 to 150,000. So
120 per month. I give a business but one more when you die in here. I don't know when never clean Pulu and a chicha, one of the ball jacket. I used to ask these boys every time one manager want to Shamala and Shamala. Kirna, the Honoria, Omuka, Malun. Azaka Honon, regular Pulika, Baka fast business in nature, please. You know, I'm going to go to the Rulela, Copper Jeff and German business. Kibereki Mamma Kayaka, and American Mamma Yakuka. Malu, please. But this is what I want to do. Malu, regular to make a fast hour, no Puragan. But my business is a variache. Get through Buma and also in the Ayaga. The Kulu. Mama, the business is really gone because no Tomakaela would him. When Mama BM Chicha Turo but transport parliamentarians, they would really good chance. But transport and good trust income. So people were making money. Guy BM Jamai Mahoji. And you know about the Shiba Manyago Ama Benz, okay, Ali. Women more would take up ama pens or yeah, Shuma, my dear brother. For ama pens, go and make it to grow. But hardly ama pens mola, Papa, where Luma, Guma. What type of ama pens? What type of pens? Jill black or Jill yellow or J white. Which ama pens would at least I do not business and a jewel house. Before Alia Lela, Reusne focus. Lambo. You probably am from Tamanish. Uskasara Gamul. Uska the Tamu Namuna Giriam. Uskasara Gamul. Don't spread yourself too thin to a level where you lose effectiveness. Go to HPC, we nganga guduso, Raisabali. Uskasara Luchika Munkaman. One of now near Mat like a guy, man. Kebal. Nanga Thomas Colosa cancelling. Arigas Thomas 2025. So that. Kebal. For train and cancer, never move over clothes. Maybe you have to go get another more. That's my line. And training, you I feel anointing in both two hands. But my hands are feeling anointing in both two hands. So I'm like anointing in both two legs.
I'm running a business, transportation, the high class.
High class,
you must understand or benefit nothing or the best. So even our mushara jilaka benefit. If you need service here, mushara, as we have mushara over in Kietro, we will look at those who lost the loved ones. We come and assist if you need help. But on a nutshell, I'm a Benz. Dilaka, the Benz, the V class, the Vito, the C class. If you need transportation, like maybe let's say, I want to go drive or from nowhere anyway, you can call us. Our quotation. But we are always busy. So normally Sancho book in time because the college people are really busy every weekend.
I
always get calls every Friday, like a Friday. You come and calls out when I had to do that already because it changed. If I have a problem, they will finish that over with the Toyota. Then we share them. So go a class, you book in time. Marsancho in challenge.
I business. So, Diken Oshja still banali mucha. Over 2 million partner. They are saving the city and they save the area. And then besides business funeral service, banally business here transport. Yeah, high class people. Who got no funeral Diken or Genya zone 1, 2 who go more zone 1. What much I just spend seconds? Hey. But again,
our zone 1 is bold.
Yeah, I see some dancing. So, what's what we love and it's an twitch more below. Problem we don't visit ourselves. You don't visit yourself no matter what can I do. Mobile, banali mobile kitchen. Bahono to Bahono Biagai, by Hage, by kana kwa gore ba ilo ye makae kae ene isn't spotten sa batho ba ka di femeng di fela spotten sa high class people ke mga ba tla ba patela sa high class and in a case like that udiale anfunya bega oh udiale ba je dia gona le etse le ke mama mtshine no bona to le ke ya go tšea tšhelete ona fela ka bankeng ya speed point morae banna batho ba le monna ba dia le speed point o ka se re ga ke ne gore ga ba eme mola o ija ke bone banna ba foti ke tswa go gongwe ka ka bogobe mosadi ya bona bana mosadi ola o bitsa dikoloi tša go rwala ditšhelete se se freedom every day di atla ke ya morwalela go swana ga di ilo rwala gonne la di ke rwala bo spale bo kae kae banna ba fotse line kua ba ke ka gae se se utlile ke malena ka go se se pele re o ba le speed point bona namile banna ba fotse line mola a ba sa ja ka gae gore ga ba tamela mona no teng a je bo gobele nama dilo kwa mosadi la ga le tšatši le dikela gago koloi ela ya re keng go le tšitša ai ma e tšhelete ma SP ya e mampele bone le mosadi ya ka go ke matša SPV ya SPV ya tla tšea tšhelete every day a motho lo ba rone dihlare na ne dihlare o no betsa ka motswako wa gago wa wa bana ba kereke o sene lo teng ka gore mo mosegareng ka le go go ja ka no tsamaya ka mama a re ro ja ka mama mo mosegareng mo berekong wa gago not even one ana mo no ka mo se go ke a mo tseba ana business a gagwe ke ditulo le di-mobile toilets. You must love your business. How go sa ira tens kai thomas kar ba ne chelete o mo ila ta gonna re hemna ma shaka wasa mo business a o ba le security company ne chelete go mo o mo na dian tu mo na ka dula fast kana mo na ka dula fast ka ga ile yalo ka go ja marana security man ka go ja ga pinga se gone ka gona ke mo promise ngo le bena ro gona khamisto emo game business mas ka lo bosa lo bolela ka re ke bone so a o lo ba go lotisha go oh what the time lo tlo bona na le bana go ba
Parliament mama
wena o ji ya yo di business what else what are other businesses Korea yeah como akata ga ba ke ne sa go thoma o ne je di dinya ka yo ba le sa go thoma ke je dinga di tshwenyege ka le se ne sa go thoma you still can be in business Mama Lucy what is it crossing your mind as a business Osana not yet the Marys no registered.
No, like you register with the credit.
Now no registered the credit jail. Na credit check ai. ECG center ki check ai. Ki check come on. What are the numbers? What's that? That's the people come getting what they didn't. Tell us how ever I would last time when you lemon. In the Gavagan the TLB, the same give me the one. You know about TLB or a valley lawn mower. Why can't you tell about to come over? Why not a zero one now? Why does need business as well? Urum
because I had no vehicle to start, I temporarily turned it into an agency where it transport in different ways. Way number one, or it transport on our school. I have guys when I'm so now I go look for another transport or then you connect another route. So how I make my money, driver transport price then I take the transport, I add a certain percentage from it. So the apartment is a money, like in that
or middle person.
Middle person. Temporarily so. So the other one transport about like from the family the family get away from here to Cape Town.
Or shuttle of some sort?
Shuttle of some sort. The other one here, the tourists. We have received a large number of tourists from different countries. Balenda Pretoria or Tam, then Banyago Tora, South Africa is a whole part, Banyago to Magani. So we transport them from Uartambo to Limpopo. So meaning even the Limpopo, but we are on Polokwane. But B7 for touring the whole Limpopo. So when I apply it to Venda, Wobelavela and so forth, they come to us. So our church are going to include us and all those.
Hey! Okay, thank you, Mr. Timothy. You franchise, you so, the business is in Shivan, the business is what I got a paragraph. Na Becky little mamma reload business. Manuals are do well. I got a paragraph business more ideas more with example of Jajona. You go better record next meeting. You go about existing successful businesses, but not share on how did they start. Yeah, Bahal. Tell you when to me about my son and Baba. They started businesses, Barekile Goloi, Barekile in his or her 21 years. Motorana business. Yeah, Renasarana, go faster. I declare, I decree.
I prophesy.
Go deeper, man of God. I will go deeper, but I'll fetch you on a lake.
Bishop, the idea to the way jailing or maybe Lewis's manager, get information. Like, for an example, Ukumanona idea to my workshop, Yao manufacturer, draw for JD Kashumishan, the home, because I'm not a problem here, load shedding or electricity.
Yeah.
But back then, Kilo Ovali for Jivaran came in Baula and but it discontinue because we were about Pabla Kimala Tava or Javadu by the Canto. So you try to get to do that type of a stove mara. Seseka Severi Kimala rather or Rekishe Sonali de Hunja, like what Totana Blanco Jujuveli. Like the Shumela, I said, Baba, I said, Mkharo, but let me feel like Mkharo, we know very well or not a problem ya load shedding a continuum and as everybody work for them gas mara go na le batho ba bantši ba ile gore packet ela dikgone ke bone mo garageng ke 25 rand so ga rekile stop for sela once off then a reka fela dikgone tšela maybe at the price of 30 rand or more or less then e ka ba something e leng gore e ka resolve taba ya electricity le go tlhoka ntho batho ba ka beang ka yona so such an idea go na le yona o iputša gore go thoma like go to humana di-chipi tša go thoma tša weldeliwa bringing people ba kgona weldela working in a workshop mo e leng gore e tlo checkiwa ba lebelela le gore environment ya gona e conducive gore batho ba ka berekela ka yona dilo tša gona ka moka di-right you wonder gore o ka ba le idea mara a o tsebe gore o ka kry-a jwang funding ya gore o thome such with to di-chipi tšeo and everything tše di ka teng but le drawing ya stofo le mohuta wa sona o šetse o na le sona ka tlhogo but a o tsebe gore how do you get around that type of a business but o try to solve a problem ya electricity ya batho ba sa ba
business e mo le mo e solve bothata jo bitšeng again thank you Mamalele re tlo just para services manager re se ra bara mo swara po ora no tsopolela ona di-funding di tsamaya jwale le procedure jaaka kwa mmerekong wa bona mo mogolo ka kwa mmerekong wa bona a ka re jela mogola kudu gore na ba dirang go tlaleng ba go thuša ka eng and so on nke re ba itiele matsogo ba sa takaleng
I go home and division ya training and development. I will fund the division ya financial support. So one are the different types of funding. One are never become procurement funding. You don't have the funds to implement the project. All the yes.
Maraone chele.
Auna chele.
Usabole.
Marato tautsere proof.
Auno buchakamlo.
I know Blelagamlo without sort of proof your order over appointment letter or contract, whatever it is, because chele do by doing a so sometimes really go over the session, don't have a session, we'll go revancha loan by to the main owner of the project. Bafayena Namile Alessa Golota Ramach. When now know your GA material what in America or we should have that is one type of funding. Another type of funding is franchise funding. ArchBishop those that are connected. So more you want to buy a franchise, they can buy the franchise for you, and then normally the returning over prime plus. I get about primary make 10% lending. So to grab plus 2. And then the third one, go expand the franchise.
Easy, Baro swearing 10 down Maraone chele.
Okay, Yabu Betty. You don't know Pala votes and too much. You can be eating like a black daughter gets so criteria down. Oh, without to inquire, Babu won't chat the criteria. Now, this is our funding qualification criteria. Or who qualify, you must meet 1, 2, 3. There's a document that will tell us. Mara, Naboreka franchise. Uta utswere a certain compliance ke topa la bono tsena buka na ka ra ke bereke ka jona na mile ba khona go take her through the process ya ba ala le lori ya shota
ya ba ala mara the request
okay
if possible when I go to the one ba go pay the
yes I will do that
yes and then would you forward the bishop bar forward the
oh wonderful
no in one of the services, main service of the church, I don't know if I'm going to you want to really knowledge come to her and I can. Or would you write English? Yeah, because it's very, very important for yeah, yes, you love it.
Expand the business. Pastor Lele, unfortunately, when you go to my business from scratch, they won't fund you. The understanding for every business idea is huge. It depends on your strategy and your knowledge about that product or problem you're looking for. So, but when you go to a business, or financials, how long have you operating? Normally, for 6 months plus, so that what the NYDA, you and I found this startup capital for youth area. So youth run an idea of what now your NYDA and government to check us.
Yes, ma'am.
NYDA, the good part for Abano funding, but they also train you what usually learn to buy they train you on some issues, what is required for you to access funding, and so forth, and so on and so forth. And Okari Tumisho will explain further. Okari before that training. The assignments. Yeah, maybe you can explain shortly on that commission.
I could join the name of Jesus. Amen. This time I'm going to let you know we are capturing the former editor for the historical poster on social media. But anyway, like Mama said, when we are there, it's a 5-day course, 6 days of our presentation. So, from the beginning for finding the right business idea, to drafting it down, to when one has a business plan, understanding the financials, understanding pricing, understanding marketing, everything to do with running a business. Then on the final day, assignment based on the lesson. Text like Mama saying. Then on the final day, everything it takes to run a business. You're gonna stand up and then present your business idea. I'm the class ever investors so. Even actual investors, but I know we didn't get to experience that. We did from SARS. So from there, we tell us the entire business idea. We have a question. We have a panel sort of. Fix a guy. Then from there, we look from your business plan. You then bring your business plan or an app or applier. Go platform here NYDA. Then power funder. Register your business how you already registered. We can fund you up to 50,000. So the good part when I go to the 50,000 you will find you on a say loan grant. So I buy anything back, and that's the good part about it. Yeah. Because I already get to clean
somebody there. So I enjoyed the tender. That's where the tender came out. So I enjoyed this interaction with God. So what I want to say briefly, I got a little bit of what my sister said. To start a new business from the scratch, sometimes it's difficult because you need to have a sound business plan. You need to have a market, off-take agreement somewhere. Let's say, for example, you've got a piece of land, go to Hosian, and you say you need off-take agreement or what do you call it, letter of intent. I'm telling you, you won't get it. Firstly, they will say, give us the sample. So wherever you want to get money, they will say, where is the off-take agreement or the contract? So it's a chicken and egg situation where sometimes it becomes difficult. The financier will say, give us the finances, the projection, and the projection where you don't have anything on the ground. You can't get a projection. Even if you have it, it's just a dream. It's not the reality of things. So I've paid my school fees on that area. I don't know how many business plans I've done. I was never successful because of those things. You can say I will take it to Johannesburg Fresh Produce Market, but it's not a guarantee that the price will always be the same. So this thing of off-take agreement, which is somehow difficult, the finances which are not talking to the realities of things, it becomes a problem. So now we became more smarter and come up with a way of doing things even much better on franchising, which is very helpful. If you go to SIFA, if you've got a franchise agreement with KFC, surely they will find you without looking back, because the franchisor will have done research on that particular area, the demography of that area, that this place is got so many people, how many people are working, the consumption in that area is so much. Therefore, this franchise will thrive in this place, will do well. So once they give you the old franchise agreement, then it's guaranteed that you will be able to do well. So you can take advantage of it. Again, there are other businesses that you can start riding on the existing businesses, which you must look at enterprises that are on sale. Then you talk to the owner or the agent that I want this business of yours, can I take over? Most white people are no longer thinking about the future of this country, more especially in the farming industry. They are selling their farms because our young brother here is talking about the land. What it?
Without
compensation.
Without compensation.
So imagine if you have bought the land. It's not all of them. If you talk about 200 years ago of the land that has been taken, not everyone who's owning the land was beneficiary of that system, even though they were indirectly beneficiary of that system. However, some of them they bought, they have developed the land. So if you tell them that the land will be taken, they rather sell it to government to take over that land and get at least 10 million from that land than being taken for free. So those pieces of land is a quick win because already they are developed. When you look at their finances, the finances are attractive. You can buy. There is a program on that. We call it landed funding, which is offered by government. There is a funding from ABSA. There is funding from Land Bank. Tomorrow, I want to believe that we are going to tell Bishop that we have found good land somewhere. We want to take advantage of it. If it's 20 million, government will fund you 10. You are going to pay half. No need for security as long as the business is viable. So because of our network in agriculture, we should be able to identify markets, or you can ride on the existing market that company is doing. So those ones are simple. You know, you get what I mean. I want to give you an example. 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, where we connect with many people. Mpumalanga, Gauteng people. These are the people that we prayed with them at one point in time. Maybe they were looking for deliverance services. They would come to a group. So we have grouped each other into that. We mobilize business opportunities so that each one of those members should be financially sustainable. We should have businesses for those people. So the only way to get be sustainable, we have to go out and look for franchise opportunities. For example, we've got a relationship with Tombstone, Royal Tombstone. You know Tombstone, Royal Tombstone. We have been given an offer. We're going to give it to one of the guys in the group in Polokwane. Then The other one, we call it Bella stones. If you know that, what call it, lacing. Those stones that you put on the walls, the floor tiles, all those things. Then it's available already. You are working on that. Then you start working. If you've got a phone with you, you can Google Tasty Gallows. We also have got a relationship with them. It's a combination of fried chicken and roasted, like Nando's, combination of Nando's and KFC. It's only in Gauteng and Eastern Cape. They are rolling out their production or their franchises in Limpopo and Gauteng, and Limpopo and Mpumalanga. So we are the gate to enter those places, and so on and so on. So again, we have mobilized financial resources, the potential funders from SAFA. We'll be meeting with SAFA at the headquarters of Caritas. Already have agreed in principle, whatever we bring forward, they will be funded, things like that. Then we have, what do you call it, business partners. We had a meeting with them last week. They are funding all the projects that come from BE. But the only difference is that they will need a deposit. Deposit is mainly a commitment from you that you need it. Because if you are funded fully 100%, you might work hard because you know you have not put anything there. You get the point? If you want to manage there or tripping, ask not contribute anything out of your own pocket, the likely will do squat down for them. But if you have put something, we will make sure that the money that I put in definitely will come back. But deposit or security, it depends on the kind of enterprise. For example, if the enterprise, the infrastructure, even if you fail, if it can be sold, they will be able to recover their money. It's less risk because it's got the market linkages and the infrastructure is good. One of the projects that we are busy working on right now, they call it Pace Oil. It's in Krugersdorp. It's a manufacturing company. They are producing oil, medical oil, from grease, gear oil, engine oil, diesel oil, petrol oil. They want engine down for even industrial one, the good tools and so on and so on. They are selling for 16 million. Their finances are good, the infrastructure is good. Business partners were having a meeting on Tuesday, on Monday at 11 o'clock to finalize the deal for one of our guys. So thereafter we visit the site and agree in terms of their terms. So in terms of security, business partners, they are happy about the infrastructure because it's worth more than what they are asking for in terms of if you want to build it. So the turnover per annum is over 60 million. So if it's 18,000, for example, 18 million, the turnover per annum is 58 million. The risk is very little there. Because in the turnover of 1 year is more than what they are asking for. You get the point? So these are the things that they look at. That if you buy a farm, if the farm is 30 million, then if you plant potatoes in 200 hectares, the net profit will be 20 million. Surely they will give you that land because already in 2 years or 5 years, you will be able to repay the loan. So like what you were saying, they look at the numbers. If the numbers talk and determine that this is going to happen, then they will find it. Unlike if you were to borrow 30 million for barren land, that they are not sure that you can even produce half of that money, surely they won't give it to you. You will write business plans, time and again it will expire. You know, unlike if you may be asking for small money. So in terms of franchises, our communication going forward will be through our bishop, because I'm going to bring opportunities to him. Then we'll see how we can mobilize the resources and so on and so on. I want to give you another example. Last week I checked, but what I'm going to tell you is that I signed an social agreement. There is 2 franchises that are on the market in Mall of the North. I can give you the name, but I won't tell you the figures because that one I signed an social agreement. They call it sausage parlor. This is Savannah, and also the owner is saying both of them. The money is reasonable. We can raise money today and say each one of you will contribute 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. That franchise we can buy it quickly. You see? But the trick is, when I look at the finances, they're not very attractive. But I know with white people, they avoid tax. They don't disclose all their finances because of the tax issues. If it was to be financed by commercial banks, it's a dead horse. But if we were to buy ourselves as cooperative and buy that franchise, then we know during time of soccer matches, we have guys who are going to sell there. If there's marathon, people go and sell, things like that. Develop more outlets than that thing being in one place where it's not possible to make it because the rent in Mall of the North is over 80,000 and Savannah 25,000. So as it is, you see, it affects the business, but really it's a good franchise. So we are negotiating for someone who's one of our members to buy that thing cash and see how we can make this 10 strategy to make sure that it's going to be sustainable, things like that. But in terms of financing, I'm telling you, we want run is a dead horse. Unless, of course, what I'm saying, some of these guys are not disclosing their finances with their accountants because of the tax issues. So at the end of the day, it affects their businesses because if it's not making money, it's financing. So what I also want to bring to the attention, we also have the solar initiatives. We're working with NetBank. I need technicians, electricians. If you have electricians who are not working with N6 CPs, they can be part of our group who are going to install solar systems in households. So we are finalizing the agreement with the NetBank. If anyone who's looking for solar system will be financed by NetBank and will become the installers of the solar systems. So I think I've said a lot of things, but what I also want to urge you guys, the church can only be built by us, no one else. One can ask why white people led different churches in the past. We don't know what government was doing, but obviously every tender in the government was run by them. The big roads and everything, they build their own churches. So for us to have a beautiful place to worship, it's in our hands. You get the point? We are tempted, in our constitution of the church, we had foundation, church foundation, under the umbrella of the ministry. The foundation was to mobilize resources.
About the foundation,
yeah, NPC. That NPC, we approached Lord. We funded. The proposal was to establish Sewing Academy, where young girls and women who are not working to be trained on sewing. The funding was released. I won't go further than this, but the bishop knows what really happened on that NPO. So the NPO can be established in the church, even the PTO can be established in the church, but it needs people who are trustworthy. Because people have got a tendency, if you use them to run the NPO, When they are fed up, whatever reason, they will go with that NPO into their businesses. It's very sad. When the property of the church is taken by somebody who is greedy, we can have a PTO company in the church which can mobilize tenders to get tenders to build onto the church. You get a point? If we have a PTO that will put you and so on become the directors. But when the money comes in, you begin to be selfish and run away with the church PTO. You get a point? It's possible. What we are talking about, we can have a PTO that belongs to the church. Then we get a big franchise or big industry run by the directors who are members of the church. But can you be trusted with this responsibility? That's my question. Because I'm talking from experience. This is possible. Unless we have lawyers, when we fund you to become directors of those companies, then we make sure that when you leave the church, you have your resignation already signed. We only submit the resignation to the what do you call it, CIP, because people are not trustworthy. I'm talking with broken heart because I have seen it happen. I was in one ministry at one stage. There was an NPO that was registered. One lady decided to leave. Then she did not want to resign, but she left. They could not open the bank account. They could not open a new entity. If they open a new entity, the name is lost already. You get the point? So, if you want to make this thing work, let us be trustworthy and work together for the sake of the ministry. That one I can talk the whole day because it pains when we have to do something for the work of God. People take advantage of the situation. So let us work together. All the opportunities I'll communicate with Bishop. Then you'll relate the information to all of you who have all been interested and so on and so on. At the end, I would be happy that if each one of you have various businesses, your tithe will be in the church. Your tithe will fund foundations, NPOs, that will help street kids there. Your tithe will finance rehab centers, because we want to see such things in the church. Church it belongs to the community. The community must benefit directly through your efforts. I will not say much more. I was preaching to the convicted. Thank you very much.